That's fire.
All right, dope. That was good.
That was fire.
That was good, boys.
Fire.
What is up, Neighbros Nation?
What's poppin'? What's
Yeah.
poppin'?
Hello.
Oh, look who we got on the call.
Hey.
It's your boy Daudi on the call.
What's
as
going on,
always.
man?
Neighbros
Hey,
Nation. I just came up with that right now.
Neighbros Nation, that's our
I like
family
it.
name.
I like it. See, the creativity's flowing through my brain, even though it's early. I just woke up.
Oh my
everybody.
God, I'm just guzzling coffee right
You know
now.
what, guys? I'm coming from Wakanda, so I know me from Calgary, but today I'm from Wakanda. Anybody
Just
who
so you know,
gets
this guy
that will
just
know what I
watched
mean.
Black Panther. That's why he's all
I am
about it.
coming from Wakanda live. This is Black Panther speaking. Let's go. Let's
Yo,
go.
man's Bumble right now is on point right
Yo,
now.
that is
You gotta
crazy.
show this. You gotta show his freaking Bumble
honestly,
right now.
I just want to throw a screenshot up right now on the camera. I don't know if you want us to, but I'm.
Please
100%.
do. Please do.
Okay,
Oh,
we're doing it. We're
and
gonna throw.
it's ta-da.
It's up there now. It's in the edit. But yo, look at this. Like this guy went full out with the Black Panthers. He wants all he wants is a Wakanda girl. If you see that last
I'm
pic
looking
there,
for you
we'll
for
zoom.
Wakanda Queens right now.
Wakanda
I need a
Queens.
queen.
Wakanda Queen.
Queen.
So-
Yeah, this guy
I
is
need
a
a
pure
queen.
savage right now, man. we need that what's called skull face that this guy always uses in our conversation.
Just straight.
After he says something savage, he throws like 15 skull faces.
Just dead.
That's dead, and that's just Daudi.
I'll be putting that on my Instagram too, on my profile, on my story. Check that out. But I'm reporting from Wakanda live. Any Wakanda queens out there, please holler at her, brother. I'm waiting. I'm ready to go. Let's get this wedding
Ready to
going.
go.
Let's
All right. So
Speaking of Daudi's Bumble, that is the topic for today. We are talking everything Valentine's Day, what to do, what not to do.
how to save AKB single?
Exactly. Relationships and online dating. Because today's generation, that's what it's all about, is online dating. Whether it's Tinder, Bumble, or Plenty of Fish, if you want to throw it back to early.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow. You're going old school
10
there. You're going
years
really
ago.
old school.
Yeah, like Plenty of Fish, meaning not on your mobile devices. That's like on your actual
On your
computer.
computer, yeah. No more. There was no mobile apps.
No
back then.
mobile.
There was no swiping left or right. It was
It's
like
more clicking
and-
left.
clicking and liking.
Clicking and liking, like.
So since Valentine's Day was a couple days ago, I guess now I wouldn't even know because I have no one to celebrate with, so there's no point in me remembering
Wow, you just that.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that just got depressing.
that date. A little depressing, but I'm
Jesus
good
Christ.
with it. I'm doing me. I am doing me.
He has been the whole freaking day.
Preach,
Apparently,
brother.
how you doing?
Preach, brother.
So let's
Preach.
talk Valentine's
Preach.
Day. Like what do you guys think about the whole thing? Is it really what it's all made up to be, or is it just another holiday for people to spend money? Like,
Well,
honestly,
speaking as a server, I see it all the time. I think it's just another holiday. I don't think it really means anything. It's just more of a date night. It's a glorified date night, and you see it everywhere. Like for example, I didn't work Valentine's Day, thank God. Yeah, it's just hectic.
God was looking after you.
Yeah, it's God's plan.
Wakanda gods.
It's God's plan. God's plan.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is a glorified date night that I think a lot of guys realize it's nothing
Yeah.
really important. But it is. Actually, it's really interesting. If you look at all the guys, they're like, it's just a date night. It's like whatever, you're just here, just
But the
having dinner.
females?
Females, different story.
Different story.
They're like, oh my God, like it's my dream boat, and like, oh my God,
if you
it's
don't-
completely different.
If you're not doing Valentine's Day and you have a girl, your girl's gonna hate you and you ain't getting laid. That's for sure.
And when a girl's like, no gifts, and then, cause I know this one couple I used to work with, they're like, my buddy just told me this the other day. He's like, yeah, my girl's like, no, I don't want any gifts, but he's like, this is entrapment. So he did something. Yeah, I think he did something like corny, mushy gushy, and then turns out that his girlfriend got him like half the moon. So like, it's just one of those things where it's another instance of the guy. He's like, all right, it's a date night, and the girl thinks it's
everything.
It's a
the
wedding
world.
day.
Exactly.
You know what? I'm going to be honest about this. First off, I know we've been trying. I'm gonna call out the guys. A lot of these guys say, "Oh, I'm not about Valentine's," and they want to get into a relationship. These are the first guys telling you they're taking their girl on steak, getting flowers. I have to say, I'm not gonna hit on the ladies too much. I'll make my point about the ladies, but some of these guys out here coming out acting like G.I. Joe, saying like, I don't care about this. Then all of a sudden, the next day, they act like in the Notebook. They're going to the steakhouse, getting the only one nice dress shirt they have of the year, taking their girl out with flowers and all this. So you know what? To those guys, you gotta stop acting fake. But you know what? To the ladies, the one thing I gotta say is that especially now that I'm all about we're supporting equality at the workplace, making sure women have the same pay, same rights as men, and a leader. I gotta say this. You know what? If it's such a big deal, you know what? Maybe these girls need to start taking these guys out. You know what? Ask the guy out for Valentine's out.
Oh, I'm down for that.
Take him out.
I know,
what,
man.
girls?
Gender reverse.
If you can't find someone out for a Valentine's, why don't you take yourselves out? It's 2018. If you guys want to get married, either sit down, go and meet, and take her hand for marriage. It's time. We can't. It has to be equal for fighting for equality and for all races and all genders. Binary or what? It's time for enough is enough. You know what, ladies? You want to stay? Take these guys out. That's all I'm saying.
One thing I see a lot lately is girls are taking their girlfriends out because if they're single, they're doing their own thing, which is what you should be doing, right? It shouldn't just be just be for relationships of the opposite sex. Like if you have a good friend and you want to celebrate your friendship, that should be the same thing on that day, right? And I see it a lot more, which is good.
Hey guys.
Because then people aren't as depressed, right?
Hey guys, do you want to do something? Want me to take you guys out?
Oh, sure. I'm in Wakanda right now.
I'm in Uganda right now. Sure, I'm not Uganda right now.
I would never turn down a steak and lobster. I'm down for food. I'm hungry right now, so I can take anything.
That's hilarious. But
I'm all down for it. But 2018, Riley. It's same sex. It's okay. It's all good. 2018. Hey, I'm coming from live from Wakanda. I'll be right there in a couple of days. So we'll be going.
This guy's hyped up so much on this movie right now. It's just everything he says just goes straight back to Black Panther and the Wakandas. Like I said earlier, this guy's looking for the Wakanda Queen. No, let's just throw that back up. Look at this guy's Bumble profile. That's what it is. That's how you know it. It's like, come on now. He's so invested into it. Just like, it's jokes though. It's jokes. I can't lie.
I've seen it though. Even with my other job, people who've seen it, I never seen it like this happen. Like if I seen a movie and like, oh, I've seen it, cool, like blah blah blah, that's it. But it was yesterday. The GM and my other friend were like, oh, you seen it? And they start reenacting the movie, and they're like, oh, did you see that? Oh, dude, that was so sick. But then you went like overboard. But I'm not saying over, but like, because I guess the movie was so. Like, I haven't seen it.
I still haven't seen it.
But I'm guessing because the movie is
100%,
so.
But it's been hyped up for so long.
Yeah.
But let's get back to our topic here. We're talking relationships.
You know what?
We're talking Tinder. Yeah, go ahead, Daudi.
Going back about relationships, I think one big problem with Valentine's Day, and I'm seeing this with relationships and even marriage, is that especially with Instagram and social media and online dating, it's like everybody's just doing it for the picture or the gram, or the most like, or people are just saying, you know what, I see this a lot, and this goes to both guys and girls. Yeah. I see a lot of guys and girls saying, oh, I'm in a relationship, just to say they're in a relationship. But when you talk to both parties, they're both pathetic. They don't even want to be in a relationship in the first place, which is pretty sad.
It's good. It's actually good that you mentioned that, because the other day, I was saying to myself, like, I don't want to be in a relationship just to be in a relationship. Exactly. It doesn't make sense to me. I want to, because like we've all gone out dates here and there, and then I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah, you're cool. Like, I have nothing against you. It's just there's nothing there. I don't want to be in a relationship just to be in it. Just because. I don't know. It's just like, for me, it's a waste of time. Time and money, and I don't want to put that much energy in something that's not going to happen.
Exactly. I don't know about you guys, but did you notice around Valentine's Day that girls that you used to talk to kind of came back into the picture?
Oh my God, they did a Batman.
Yeah, exactly, right?
He
So
did the Batman.
it's like so over all the time that you were trying to talk to them and everything
Yeah.
earlier on in the year or
Oh, yeah.
whatever, or like late last year, and you get no response, and then wait, Valentine's Day's coming up, and,
All of a sudden, you start liking your photos, and then
and they're sliding in the DMs again,
and they're like, "Oh my God, you're watching this too!" Like, "Oh my God."
So I don't know, like that's where you said before is just like everyone wants to do relationships for the gram. It kind of makes sense because everyone wants to have that Valentine's Day post saying like, "Oh, my man got me roses, my man got me this." Right?
I don't know why. In recent years, I found it more like everything was about the gram this year. It was more like it was overboard. They're like what Nate was saying is just a lot because over the years, like, oh yeah, like, it was more about the food or the presents. But now I don't know why this year is more about my man or my girl. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it was. Nope. The Notebook was released like years ago.
Yeah, I know, but like that's why I think social media is affecting the youth. Even though I don't see myself as youth, but I guess we're still classified in that generation.
We're still millennials.
But
we're millennials. But you know, one big problem with Instagram and all this online is the expectations. Like I think both parties, both men and women, have both unrealistic expectations. On one side, you know, the lady's expecting a Ryan Gosling to come out of the chimney. On the other the other side, the guys want to Megan Fox. Hey, people, whoever you date is not going to be perfect, and they're not going to have everything. But you want someone who's willing to invest in you. And this is the problem now, and especially online dating. I'm seeing too many singles, and that's the problem. Like, are we that picky? Because if we look at each other, we all have room to grow. So there's no need to be like, oh, hey, you know what? You know what, Nate? I'm not interested because I see that you don't have this. You know, come on, baby girl. I don't think you have that too. But, you know, if we come back together, if we work together, maybe we can become a solid. But we're just too picky. And you know what? In a generation where I could see a girl from Saskatchewan if I wanted to.
Yeah, that's true.
And I can see our parents didn't have that. Our parents had to date people who were in their 5 radius block. And we have the whole world open to us, and we're still single. Like, you know what? I hear people saying I have standards, but let me tell you, when I hear you have standards, that's one step closer to being, you know what? I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. Let's be practical. Let's be realistic. Let's go.
Know what it is? I don't think it's being picky. I think there's just so much choice. Because if you can, like, if you look at Tinder and you look at Bumble, and basically everyone's on there that you can think of in our age group, and there's so many different girls you're gonna see every single day. It's like, oh shit, this girl's hot, but then the next day you see another girl that's hot too, right? So you go and you want to talk to her, and it's just like you can't settle down because the choice. And the thing you can, like, there's so much to choose from, right? Like, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Not trying to make a pun out of it, but like it's true. And because it's the world is huge, and you can reach way more people and destinations that, like, why try to settle down because you can just go for the next best thing, right? It's almost like buying a car. Like, a new car comes out every year. You want to get the new car because it has new technology in it. It's the same thing with dating, right? So it's special. That's why I think it's not being picky. It's just like we have so much choice now. We don't want to settle down because you don't want to miss something that can be even better than what you have or could have.
But
Wow,
you know what we're doing? That's deep. But that's like someone please call Oprah. This guy just you know. But you know the one thing is sometimes when you have too many choices, that could be a problem. And hey, you know what? If someone genuinely shows interest in your team, you know, maybe give them a chance. You know, and I say this both for men, and I hear that all the time. Oh, this guy was interested. Oh, this girl was interested. They're like, but she's not my type. Well, you know what? Let me tell you, Sherlock Holmes, you're still single. Once you give her, you still give her a chance. Give her a chance. You never know. You know, like I'm sorry, but it's kind of crazy when we have all this technology, and you know, even people now want to get married for just the one day and then they divorce. Like, this is the problem. Is that you're never gonna find someone perfect. Never ever. Everyone's gonna have their pros and cons. And we're still growing. We're still a shop. Everybody has room to improve. Even I know I have room to improve. We all have room to improve. But you know what? That's the thing with Valentine's is that I was more happy to save my money.
Oh my God.
Go to sleep at 9 o'clock like a senior citizen. The best Valentine's I ever had. You know,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Because
It's true.
we were talking on Valentine's Day about something different, and I think I mentioned to you that I was happy that I saved money.
Yeah,
You know, I was so like I think internally I was genuinely happy that I didn't spend anything on that day. Call me whatever, but my God, I felt nice.
Oh yeah, man.
It feels great.
It feels
felt
great.
Better than the Super Bowl.
And,
Oh,
yeah,
it
because
felt
I'm
great.
like, you know what? If I can, it's just I have money. I'm happy.
That's a good $150 to $200 that
Oh.
I can save and invest in something
And
else.
stress free.
Stress-free.
Stress free.
And you're not walking around minus 25, freezing like in the Arctic. You're at home,
Yeah,
eating
you're
dinner,
chilling.
talking to your boys, chilling, no stress. Hey, I'm not saying, I know ladies, men can be stressful too, but what I'm saying is that if I can save that dollar, you know what? I can use that $100, $200 later on to do for a trip or whatnot. So
Or
I
something
am
for
gladly
yourself.
happy to be single. Oh yeah,
Exactly.
there you go.
And you know, just
There you
chill
go.
in your robe like you're
Yeah.
doing right now.
Yeah, just chilling right now. About to go see Black Panther for the second time in
But
Uganda.
You know, the one thing we do have to say about relationships is, that, you know, and I think, Nate, you really touched on it, and also you, Riley, touched on it too. I think when you have too many choices, it starts becoming a problem. So the question is, then what is the correct choice? And I think we're still trying to figure that out.
Exactly.
But, you know, the one thing I see, even from myself, the experiences, and I see other people, is that there are people who do show interest, but for some reason we've got into this whole of, you know what, there's something out there. And you know what, sometimes that may not be that could be the problem too.
Yeah.
You know, deal with what you have. You know, like they say, play with whatever cards you have. And you know, like I'm telling you, you could meet a Dynamite, and she may look like a first round pick, but after a couple of years, both of you guys are first round picks. You guys are like
You just slide up in the draft.
You plot up in the draft, and that's the same thing with ladies. You know what, ladies? Hey, he may be a cable guy, or he may be working somewhere else. But I tell you what, you know, if you can invest and show this guy what his real strength is, I'm telling you, you may be walking with a Ryan Gosling or Will Smith out there. So, ladies, don't be afraid. Don't get into this trap. I'm a career, and you know, he's this, a cat. No. You never know who could change your life. That's a love thing.
I love it. I love that. I love that. I love that.
People are looking for perfection when perfection's not there.
You know, and that kind of thing is starting to really piss me off as older as I get, because for me, if you put in effort and then like you put like effort like Ryan Gosling level and you put a lot of thought into it, and then the girl's like, well, yeah, they think they deserve that one, and I'm like, no, I'm doing that because I think that's best. I think that will be great for you. Don't expect that. I don't know. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just, that thing pisses me off when they think they deserve. I gotta watch what I say.
Yeah, I get where you're going with that.
I had like a train of thought, then I was thinking, are the Maple Leafs playing tonight?
I don't know where you're going with that. Please explain. I'm lost.
I'm okay.
Okay, never mind.
I'll take a hard pass.
Well, from what I think you're trying to say is you could do a lot for a girl and they won't appreciate it because they always expect that. That's where I think you're trying to go with it. I'm not too sure.
No, actually, what the hell was I saying? No, what you were saying was right, but what I'm thinking was like, well, girls think they expect Ryan Gosling, but it's a common diamond in the rough. Just,
you're not. Yeah,
like take a chance on a guy, because you
okay.
never know what that. There we go.
Okay,
you'll never know what the guy can do. You know what I'm saying? Just because he's a plumber, or just because he's a janitor, doesn't mean he's not a Ryan Gosling. That man can plan out the perfect date.
Yep.
Can do everything that you need, not want, you need, and without asking. So all I'm saying is give a chance to a guy that really shows interest in you.
All right, give him a round of applause.
There we go.
He finally got there. He finally got there. Took a while. Couldn't get it off his brain, but he finally got there.
God's plan. God's plan.
You know what? You want another good picture? When you look at Barack and Michelle, I love them. I truly do. But when you look at them back in the day, you're like, oh my God, what a hot mess. But I
Yeah.
tell you what, you look down now. You're like you're almost in love with these guys. You're like, wow.
That's a great example.
Yeah.
These guys, you both look at them and you're like, oh my. But now everyone's like, oh, they're the most attractive. Oh, they're most successful. You have to start from somewhere. It doesn't matter in life. You have to start from somewhere. And you know what? We'll be tripping a lot on girls, but guys too. I see that even sometimes I'm guilty on that. But I one of the best girls I've ever met did something completely different than I was ever interested. But I tell you what, when we talked, it was like we knew each other since day one.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's the thing. You want people who want to invest in you and want to grow together, because we're all on the same stage. We're all millennials. Life is tough. You may have a career, but this is not working out in the sense. You know what? You want to work with someone who's at your level and you can grow, or someone who's above your level can elevate you to the next stage. And help you, and we can all help each other one another. So, I think that's the biggest one. This is for both men and women, because we both do it to each other.
Yeah,
we need to let go our standards of, there's so many choices, because that's not helping. And again, we're in Valentine's and people crying. And you know what? Enough. Like, just take whatever you can get. It's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. Like, everything we say goes both ways.
Yeah.
And it's not just like men towards women; it's also women towards men. Like it can happen both directions. Even though like we see it in one direction because that's where we are. One direction. we see it in one direction because we're males. It also happens on the other end, right? So, but so if final thoughts here, everyone. What do you think about the whole social media Tinder thing in relationships? Like, just short snippet on what you think of that.
Dowdy?
I think it's creating problems. I think it's creating more problems than shouldn't be there. And I say that with Facebook. Your relationship is not official until it's Facebook. And first of all, why do you need people to make your relationship official? It's between two parties, not the whole globe. That's the first problem. And things start becoming artificial.
Yeah.
I think people may call me old school, but I think relationships are something that are private between two parties until they decide they want to open up the world. But that's between you and he or she, or she or he, whichever. We're all happy for that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think social media is starting to destroy relationships, and people are starting to understand their partner, and more trying to understand what their likes are. And I think that's the biggest issue for me.
Okay.
I think it's getting overblown. You can definitely use it as a skill, or not a skill, as a benefit. Mm-hmm. But I think what people are realizing now, they're kind of taking abuse to it. They expect a certain thing. It's just kind of thing where you use it for what it is meant to be, as a tool and nothing else. Yeah. Because right now it's getting a little out of hand, and people start expecting a lot of things. Just use it for what it's good for, meeting people, and then take it from there.
Yeah. Well done. Wow.
He had two good thoughts, everybody. Two great thoughts. Give him a round of applause. I don't know if he'll get another one of those anytime soon, but we'll give it to him.
Whatever. Come on.
Honestly, when it comes to either Tinder or Bumble, whatever you want to use, doesn't matter. They're all the same. For me, the variety and choice is way too large, and it can help you in some ways. Like if you're very introverted, and it allows you to talk to girls instead of going to a bar. Yeah. You can get to know people from there, but a lot of people are using it in the wrong ways. But when it comes to like Instagram and hurting relationships, people just gotta be smart.
Just don't be stupid.
Because obviously, if you're commenting on all these, like for men, if you're commenting on all these girls' photos and you're with a chick, she's gonna be either pissed or jealous. Just don't do it. Like, why even start that?
Use this formula, which I've used it in every situation. It's called the KISS formula. Keep it simple, stupid.
Exactly.
Just keep it simple, stupid.
Exactly.
That's it.
Wow, I like that. Oh, I love that.
Keep it simple.
And on that note, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. It reverts back to what we're talking about, relationships and Valentine's Day.
Whoa! Yeah. That's my third thing. Whoa!
3P. We got a Kobe Bryant. We got a Kobe Bryant over here.
Hey. Donna. All right.
But it was good talk. Good talk, boys.
Do you want to plug anything, Daudi?
Wakanda, going out.
Wakanda.
I recommend everybody watch that movie. But one key thing is that people, don't limit your option. Like again, if you see someone's nice and they're showing interest, take them out. Who cares what they do? If they're interested, that's one good thing going. Check them out, see where it goes. That's all I have to say. Let's keep it simple.
Perfect. Keep it simple, stupid.
There we go.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
They tell you that in elementary school. It still learns today.
It so applies to today's thing. Yeah. So
As per usual,
all the links will be down below.
all of them down below.
Down below.
Keep it simple, stupid.
But make sure you hit that subscribe button to the Neighbros for more content. And
hit us up on our Instagram.
Yeah,
We're posting a lot of
it's
funny
straight,
stuff.
Straight
fire. We're
Straight
putting
flames.
some funny stuff, some inspirational stuff. So you better hit us up on our Instagram at Neighbros Podcast. And other than that, I think we're done here.
Yep.
Until next week.
All right,
And
take care.
deuces.
Take it easy, guys. Peace.